Our first stop on our tour of Harvard's pizza shops was the Harvard-famous Pinocchio's Pizza. Located on 74 Winthrop Street, Pinocchio's is a no-brainer for Harvard students and anyone looking for a student experience. On weekdays, it is open until 1 a.m., so students love going to this pizza shop when the night affords little restaurant options. Pinocchio's is home to an award-winning Sicilian-style pizza that is students' favorite.
I give my slice an 8.5 out of 10. Very delicious, very straightforward slice. The way they sliced it into squares is very fun. My only deduction is that with the way it's sliced into squares, we did not have as much crust here, which crust is my favorite part of pizza.
My unpopular opinion is that Noakes tastes like pasta, so if you want like pizza, you can go to another spot.
6 out of 10. It tastes like how pizza should taste. Every bite was consistent, and I think it's a very good basic pizza.
I think this place is amazing. It makes me really happy. I've been eating here forever. I love Noakes. I love the square pizza. It's the perfect amount of grease and cheese and sauce and bread. I always know that every bite is going to be tasty and wonderful, and it's going to be a slice of greasy heaven. 10 out of 10.
If it was 12 in the morning, I would love this pizza, 10 out of 10. But overall, it's a 6 out of 10 for me.
It was fine, also 6.
My pizza spilled on me, and therefore it doesn't have enough structural integrity. And so for that, I'm docking some points. I'm going to give it a 5.
Some pizzas are so thin, and they usually don't have any cheese on it. So this one actually had cheese on it. So I would say 7.5.
For a pizza lover who is passing through Harvard Square, this is a must-try location for an authentic Harvard student experience. The next stop on our pizza tour is my personal favorite, Joe's Pizza. With its flagship store in New York City and made famous by its cameo in the 2004 film Spider-Man 2, this shop gives anyone at Harvard Square a taste of that famous New York slice. It is located on 3 Brattle Street, which makes it a convenient spot for students going to class or wrapping up the day. It is the newest pizza shop at Harvard and has quickly become extremely popular with everyone who finds themselves in the square.
So I would give it like a 6 out of 10 because I prefer the crust here, but the sauce to cheese to bread ratio is extremely important. I like a saucy slice, and this is a bit more of a cheesy slice. But the crust is fire.
Because it's not too cheesy, not too crusty. I don't like the bread. As much. So this was an 8 out of 10.
Solid cheese pizza, 7 out of 10. It feels weird to be here in the daytime because I only see Joe's at night, and at night it's busy. It would get more points for me, but I personally just don't care for when it's floppy. I do know it's the style. I do know it's the culture. I respect the culture. It's just maybe not for me.
I'd give this one a 5 as well. I didn't like the flavor of the sauce because I feel like there was none. I promise I'm not a hater. I don't know what the streets are saying, but it came out too hot, and I feel like it wasn't my vibe.
I think I'm giving this place 10 out of 10 because they're very friendly, and the manager just came talk to us. Not only the pizza is better, I also think the owner and the manager talking to us was sweet.
A 10 out of 10 for customer service. Here, they're so funny, they're so kind. They came up to us and talked to us, and I think that's really, really fun. So 10.
I grew up in New Jersey, so a lot of this pizza is very normal to me. I love this kind of pizza, the New York slice. So my harsh criticism of Noakes comes from my deep love of a New York style pizza. This is definitely probably my favorite spot here at Harvard. The flop is not my favorite part, but they have some nice char on the undercarriage, which is really good. The manager talked to me about Luigi's and John's at Bleecker Street in New York City, so he clearly knows his pizza. So I'd give this place my 7 out of 10. Wow.
If you're a fan of a cheesy pizza with a crunchy, charred crust, I cannot recommend Joe's Pizza anymore. Last and certainly not least is Otto's Pizza. Located on 1432 Massachusetts Avenue, it has the most unique pizzas of the shops here at Harvard. They offer a variety of topping combinations that make the shop stand out above the others. Students, Harvard staff, and visitors love frequenting Otto's to eat an unorthodox yet delicious slice of pizza. It is located just outside the gates of Harvard Yard and down the road from Joe's Pizza, so it is also in a prime location for everyone.
I went into this having a feeling that Otto's would be my favorite, and I was correct. I give this a 9.25 out of 10. I like the size of Otto slices. I feel like they're a bit more digestible. They have my favorite crust. I like their sauce. It's sweet. I deduct 0.75 though, because although the chicken was a nice addition, some protein and whatnot, it was quite unseasoned. It was just kind of like chicken on pizza. But regardless, I enjoyed the slice. Thanks, Otto's.
So for me, I'd probably give this one an 8. This is definitely my favorite pizza by far. The seasoning on the chicken could have used some work, but I feel like the sauce itself had a lot more flavor than the other two places that we went. The only thing is I didn't like the texture of the cheese that well, but like overall taste I liked. The crust wasn't too hard like Joe's.
Although the seasoning on the pizza itself was really, really good, however, there was something wrong with the texture of the pizza itself, but the seasoning was great and the size was great, so 3 out of 10.
I think Otto's does have better specialty pizzas, but this particular flavor I wasn't the biggest fan of. I will say though that it's like the perfect medium between like Joe's super thin pizza and like Noakes' pretty thick pizza, and like their crust is also really good. I'm gonna give it a 6.
I think overall, the pizza was good. The toppings, the chicken and the basil weren't for me, but the cheese was good. The crust was great. Had nice char on the undercarriage, which was really good. Overall, with the toppings, I couldn't really get past the chicken. Maybe that's another 5 out of 10 for me.
I like personally having toppings on it. The chicken was new for me. I think that's still a 7 out of 10 though, just because I didn't love it. But I'm glad that I tried a new combination of toppings and stuff.
I give it a 9 because it had some good toppings and it was kind of tasty. So this was my favorite pizza today.
For the adventurous eater, stop by Otto's and have a slice of spicy pulled pork and scallion, or any of the other pizzas Otto's offers.